it seems like we have a recipe for disaster in some cases with a perfect storm.
I absolutely agree. I think, as the previous panelist, Vivian Page, alluded to earlier, they already have certain polling stations allocated for each precinct. And so I think that becomes the problem. We have to figure out ways that we can provide more efficient systems that are working in those areas. We need to look at our data and make sure that there is sufficient people to make sure to handle those. Also, opening up early voting and making sure that we educate voters on that. And just like with the lady with curbside service, let our elderly know about those types of options that are available to them.
Some people think that maybe voting should be a weekend affair.
Well, I do. I don't know if I'm going to get there for a presidential election, but certainly we're going to have to do more. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing. I live in Virginia Beach. You guys are active in politics in Virginia Beach, Brent. I mean, we're probably the most technically advanced city with our computer machines but somehow there's just the information. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We still have like 21% of the vote is being reported to the State Board of Elections. And what's going on here?
Yeah, this is it's definitely very disappointing. But we've got great leaders in Virginia Beach, and our electoral board is very seasoned and have been a part of this process for a long
Brent.
time. So I have no doubt that they're going to figure out what glitches were there, figure out what the problems were, and they'll get this fixed. It's just unfortunate that it's going to be a reactive position instead of a proactive position.
It just seems like we've had conversations like this nearly every election night since 2000, and that goes back probably before your time. And I guess as more presidential elections pass, more people understand how each vote is so important. It brings more people out to the polls, but maybe the public infrastructure for elections has not kept up with the demand.
Well, the infrastructure we have now is basically a reaction to what happened in Florida in 2000. There's a lot of these national laws passed that mandated the localities update their voting machines, and it's how most localities have these electronic voting machines now. And that technology has become antiquated rather quickly, and with a lot of the ballot measures that we're seeing all across the country, it makes it even more complicated. It makes the voting process even longer.
Let's talk about, one guy's here in his 20s. I think, how old are you?
34.
34, and you're 35. I mean, two young voters. You look so young, James. But you're young into the system. You ran for council. You serve on the school board. Are you optimistic about America looking forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we live in the greatest country in the history of the world, and we have nothing but great things to look forward to.
All right, I want to go. We got to wrap. We're running out of time.
I agree as well. I think so.
Okay.
Thumbs up from James Cabiness.
Running out of time. Nicole.
All right, and I'm 34 too, and holding. How about that? Hey, a lot of folks are wondering why numbers aren't coming in from Norfolk very quickly. We have Stephanie Harrison, our